Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Katie and I'm the Organic Esthetician. In today's video, we're going to talk all about Nebulyft's brand new at-home radio frequency device, the R2. Additionally, Nebulyft is having their anniversary sale this week, October 20th today till October 23rd, where you can get up to $200 off your Nebulyft at-home radio frequency devices. So in this video, we're going to talk all about the brand new R2, how it compares to the other three Nebulyft radio frequency devices, and I'll share all the details on the anniversary sale as well. If you're new to the channel, I've been a licensed esthetician in California since 2010, and I focus on clean beauty and anti-aging treatments. I love gadgets. I do electrical facials with various electrical modalities in my practice, both in the Napa Valley and in Los Angeles. And here on YouTube, I make educational videos showing you how to use anti-aging devices at home and explaining the benefits of all the different modalities out there. So if that interests you, make sure you subscribe. That being said, I have a lot of different at-home radio device tutorials, not just Nebulyft. I love radio frequency. It's a really wonderful way to lift and tighten the skin, increasing collagen and elasticity, and to minimize the depth of fine lines and wrinkles. The Nebulyft devices are some of my favorite because they are easy to use. They offer the quickest results in comparison to some of the other radio frequency devices that I've used, and some of the most comfortable treatments because their treatment heads are super smooth. Instead of using traditional electrodes, the Nebulyft devices use these RF microdots, which creates a smooth treatment surface. So quick results, and it's super comfortable. Radio frequency is not for everyone. I'll put a list of the Nebulyft contraindications in the show notes down below so you can see if this device is right for you. The R2 is Nebulyft's newest device. It's the fourth in their lineup. So the R2 uses that same multipolar radio frequency multi-electrical system as the other three devices. However, there are some external and internal upgrades that we're going to be talking about today. The R2 looks very similar to the R1. You can see some external differences between these devices. The treatment heads are the same size, but you can see that the RF dot array is different. So the R2 has 320 gold RF microdots, and the array is focused with a concentration on the tip of the unit, similar to the R1C, but with considerably more of those RF dots. So the concentration at the top of the device allows you to get into targeted areas like the under eye and the nasolabial fold. So those are the external differences. But what I think is most interesting about the R2 is what's going on inside of this device. Unlike Nebulyft's other three devices, the R2 offers intelligent variable frequency. It's a mouthful that essentially means that it changes intensity based on where you're using it on the face. It is sensing the skin thickness and adjusting accordingly. All three of the other devices offer a frequency of 1 megahertz, while the R2 gives a range of 0.5 to 2 megahertz. Again, adjusting intensity based on where you're using your device on your face. Ultimately, this creates a more customizable treatment. It also has like an upgraded operating system and firmware, which allows for a 4-channel monitoring system. Again, it's adjusting heat based on where it's sensing you're using the device. It has an upgraded battery, which allows it to stay charged for longer. The upgraded battery allows you to perform about 6 treatments, or essentially 1 hour's worth of treatments off a single charge, and allows a longer lifespan of the battery in your unit as well. So now let's compare the R2 to the other three devices so you can understand the difference and figure out which one's best for you. So Nebulyft's first device was the R1. It has 256 gold micro RF dots, evenly spaced throughout the electrode. They then launched the N1. So this is their most luxurious device. It is the largest device. N1, R1. You can see the difference. N1, R2. So the N1 has 384 titanium microdots and a larger treatment head, which allows for treating a larger surface area during your treatment. So essentially that means for me that I'm doubling up on areas, so I'm getting a longer treatment, which in turn will give me better results. The N1 offers titanium RF dots versus the gold that the other 3 units use. Then they launched the R1C. So this has the least amount of microdots, 192, and the array is situated so that there's a concentration of dots on the tip, similar to the R2, to target around the under eye and at the nasolabial fold. R1C is going to be geared for someone with sensitive skin, maybe someone who's younger that needs less correction, and it comes in this like peachy rose color, which was supposed to mimic the LA sunsets. So let's compare all 3 of these devices against the new R2. So the R2 has 320 microdots with that new arrangement with a concentrated array at the tip of the device. And the R1 has 256 evenly spaced microdots on its electrode surface. Then we have the R2 versus the R1C. You can see that the microdot array is similar. Both are great for targeting the under eye and nasolabial fold. However, the R1C has 192 gold microdots versus 320 on the R2. And then we have the N1, which has 384 titanium RF dots and a larger treatment head. So before I suggest these devices to you, if you already have a Nebulyft at-home radio frequency device, whether it's an R1, an R1C, or the N1, use the device that you have. You don't need to buy a new unit. If something happens to that device, you break it, you lose it, whatever, then keep in mind what I have to say next. If you do not already own an at-home radio frequency device, then I would suggest checking out the Nebulyft. If you already own another brand of at-home radio frequency and you're not using it for some reason, maybe it gets too hot, maybe the treatments aren't comfortable, maybe you haven't seen results with it, then think about adding a Nebulyft device to your at-home routine. I say this a lot on the channel, but the best device is the device you actually use. So don't feel pressured into getting a new device just because there's a new launch. Make sure that you can set aside 10 minutes 3 times a week to do at-home radio frequency. And if that seems manageable to you and you want to increase the firmness and elasticity of your skin, then adding at-home radio frequency can be a really great option for you. So all of that being said, my top 2 Nebulyft devices are the brand new R2 and the N1. So I've said this in other videos, I tend to gravitate towards the N1 when I'm doing my treatments. However, now that they have the R2, I do really enjoy this unit. So a benefit of the R2 versus the N1 is the price. So the N1 is regularly $799 and the R2 retails for $549. Now there's a sale today and you can get $100 off both of these devices plus a free gift with purchase. But the thing that I would say that really makes me like the R2 is the button. Can you see the difference? This is like a clicky button, whereas the N1, it's like a little more sensitive. You touch it and it lights up. And I feel like I accidentally turn this device on all the time unintentionally. So if you're needing a radio frequency device that you're going to travel with, I would do the R2 over the N1. The other thing that I always liked about the N1 was that it got really hot really quickly, and I feel like the R2 is doing that as well. I've previously made videos on the N1, the R1, and the R1C, and I'm gonna link all of those videos in the show notes down below. Another thing that I really love from Nebulyft is their gel. I feel like out of all the other at-home radio frequency brands, the Nebulyft gel offers the cleanest formulation out there. It's not super fragranced. It doesn't have triethylamine in it. Here, so you can see the ingredient list. But it's their Botanical Soothing Gel. And during the anniversary sale, these are 30% off. Another thing that's great about this is that it's giant. It's 6.8 fluid ounces. If you're using radio frequency often, you need a big bottle of gel. So I've tried this with my other radio frequency devices and it works great. It might work for microcurrent, but there's nothing specifically conductive in here. So maybe I would add a little bit of sodium chloride salt into this and see if that works for conduction. Could be interesting. During Nebulyft's Anniversary Sale, there are discounts on all of the devices, gift with purchases, and additional discounts on all of the gels. The R1 is $200 off, plus a gift with purchase. The R1C is $100 off and comes with a gift with purchase. Again, the N1 is $100 off, comes with a gift with purchase. And the R2 is $100 off and comes with a gift with purchase. And all of Nebulyft's gels and face masks are 30% off. Again, Nebulyft's Anniversary Sale is live today, October 20th, till the 23rd. So if you are looking to stock up on gels or get yourself a new radio frequency device, now is the time. I'll have links in all of the pricing and shopping information in the show notes down below. Okay, so I just got my R2 not that long ago. I was doing that at-home DPL treatment, and then I actually got a BBL, which I'm gonna have a video about really soon. I was very happy with my results. Not a Brazilian butt lift, but a broadband light treatment. Anyway, I am going to start an intensive with my R2 and loop back in 1 month with another video just in time for the holidays showing you my Nebulyft results. So I'll probably use it 3 to 4 times a week for the next 4 weeks, and we'll see what kind of firmness we can create on my skin. If you're interested in learning more about radio frequency, I've made a lot of videos on the topic, and I've put them in a playlist. I'll put a card up above and a link in the show notes down below. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Nebulyft, for sponsoring today's video. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you subscribe. All right, everyone, hang in there, and I will see you all really soon. Bye.